Welcome to KAWPS the podcast.
Joffer, what's that?
It's our little podcast where we keep you up to date on what the police in America did to us this week.
What?
And so that's why we start every week with a little snapshot of we call it the headline roundup. Here's some headlines involving the police from this past week. Starting out, cop in Cleveland County, North Carolina, fatally shoots a woman in a domestic incident. R.I.P. Chiquita DeNorris George.
Cops in Tampa, Florida go on a police chase that ends up killing 4 people. Victims' identities have not yet been released.
Cop in Greenville, South Carolina, fatally shoots a man holding a hammer. R.I.P. Johnny Ray Moore.
Cops in Durango, Colorado, fatally shoot a man holding a baseball bat. Victim's identity has not yet been released.
Cops in Cabaret County, North Carolina, fatally shoot a man who had barricaded himself inside of his home. R.I.P. Timothy Gaskill Jr.
Cops in Nashville fatally shoot an unarmed man at a Greyhound bus station. Victim's identity has not yet been released.
ICE cops in L.A. have a Mexican man die in their custody. R.I.P. Gabriel Garcia Aviles.
ICE cops in Texas have a Costa Rican man die in their custody. R.I.P. Randall Alberto Gambo Esquivel.
Cop in New Orleans is fired after an internal investigation finds him guilty of sexual assault.
Jail cop in Orange County, California, arrested for sexually assaulting an inmate.
Jail cop in Grand Rapids, Michigan, arrested for sexually assaulting an inmate.
Cop in Houston County, Texas, is charged with sexually assaulting a child.
Cop in Cheshire, Massachusetts, arrested for soliciting prostitution at a high school parking lot.
Cop in Rocky River, Ohio, pleads guilty to illegally using the police database to search for teenage girls' information while he was working as a school resource officer.
Cop in Phoenix, Arizona, is facing a lawsuit for assaulting a 16-year-old boy.
Jail cop in Cato Parish, Louisiana, is arrested for having one inmate beat up and another inmate in his cell.
ICE cops in Chicago crash into a woman's car and violently arrest her, even though she is a U.S. citizen.
ICE cops in Massachusetts arrest a woman from her car while her husband has a seizure as he's holding their baby.
ICE cops in Ontario, California, shot a man in the back after he warned them that a bus full of children is nearby their operations.
Cop in New York pleads guilty to drunkenly shooting and paralyzing a man during a road rage incident.
Cop in Owensboro, Kentucky, is charged with domestic violence.
Cops in Honolulu kill a dog.
Cops in Arlington, Texas, kill a dog.
Cops in Queens, New York, kill a fucking dog.
Cops in Philadelphia are caught stealing tax money through a youth boxing program.
Whew.
Yeah.
Damn. Tax money through it. That's like extra.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You're doing extra steps criminality. That's like, okay.
Yeah. They basically were getting paid twice. They were getting paid through the youth the program and from like their city department, which I assume is like both are like taxpayer funded.
So they were like
they were just double dipping with their paychecks.
Oh, and so they're like tax fraud.
Yeah,
because we pay you. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know.
Which is out of that list of articles is the best thing they did. Those are cops we can go up to and be like, we are proud of y'all, officers. Thank
Honestly,
you.
Yeah, thanks for just taking 2 checks, bro.
Yeah.
Because the rest of you fucking monsters in Honolulu who kills dogs. Fucking
Yeah. Thank you for going to a youth program and just stealing money.
You know.
That's actually refreshing.
Noble, almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Relatively noble. We could say that for sure. So we'll be talking about at least one of those. Well, we'll be talking about a lot of stuff. So what are we going to be diving deeper into in today's episode? We'll be talking about a cop suing a family after killing their dogs.
Nice.
Towns in Washington State turning their FLOCK ALPR cameras off. FLOCK also going through some security breaches, so more FLOCK stories for today. We'll be talking about the new quote-unquote terror plot the FBI foiled and defense lawyers are saying probably created in the first place, so classic FBI stuff. Police mistake a woman's instant coffee for heroin, classic police stuff. And we'll be talking about the tragic deaths of the 4 people in Tampa as a result of a police chase.
Best part of waking up is
going to prison for life.
I was gonna say heroin in your cup, but all right, all right. I should have never passed it.
Oh, I gotta do your exact improv.
Yeah, you gotta do my improv.
That is not how yes and works.
Yes, it does.
You can't set me up
Say
and be
exactly what I'm thinking.
wrong, wrong improv.
Can we start this over? Can we start this?
Scene.
I only made it to 101. I never did 201, so I don't know. They didn't tell us that. But in our Patreon, for those who believe in that, $5 a month, 5 stars. Please help your boys out. In our Patreon, we'll be talking about the LAPD refusing to release their crime map records and the effects of Trump's ongoing federal takeover of the city of Memphis, my second hometown.
So,
nice.
Starting out in Bedford Township, Michigan, reading here from WTVG. Local police chief sues owners of the dogs he shot. Prosecutors say no criminal charges will be filed. A local police chief who shot 2 Boston Terriers. And if you don't know, Boston Terriers are not scary dogs.
Unless you look at their eyes, then they become, they're freaky.
Yeah, they might be evil or wrong. They might be an abomination. But
why do their eyes go that way? That might be why he was scared. He was like, whoa, what are they looking at?
It's not like one of those things where it's like, all right, I'm gonna need a gun. I'm gonna have to kill you to get out of this.
Yeah, no.
It's not that situation.
Boston Terriers are like those cute dogs where it's like, oh no, I'm getting attacked, I'm getting mauled by dogs. And they're just like licking your face.
Yeah,
you're like,
exactly.
Oh God, I'm having the greatest day of my life right now.
And then you're like, I'm getting killed by a cuteness overload.
That's the only danger you're in.
That's the only danger.
The threat they pose
Cuteness
to you.
overload.
You're like, oh no, stop, please, bow. But this guy.
Yeah, okay. So, 2 Boston Terriers he shot after he says they attacked him during a walk is now suing the dog owners.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you,
yeah,
bro.
Oh my God.
Wholeheartedly, you suck.
Court filings show Blissfield Police Chief Dale Greenleaf is suing the family that owns the dogs involved in the incident. He's seeking damages, claiming the owners negligently left a gate open and let the dogs out and failed to supervise them. One of the dogs died, and the other was hospitalized with serious injuries. It comes as prosecutors tell 13 Action News they cannot charge Greenleaf. Unfortunately, we do not have sufficient evidence to proceed, prosecutors in Monroe County told 13 Action News. So this is a great window, actually, into the justice system at work in America. Prosecutors have apparently are stumped and said, we actually cannot find a way to press charges against this cop who shot both of your Boston Terriers. But in other news, he is suing you.
Yeah.
You're getting sued.
It is a great window into what America protects the most. So we're clearly learning it goes cops, dogs, politicians, fucking, I don't know.
Humans are at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Below dogs. Let me clarify that.
No, white people are up there somewhere. Then it goes like white people, buses, maybe, I don't know, statues, and then like racist statues, obviously, is what I meant.
Yeah.
And then like 4 other things.
White people, white statues, white dogs.
White people again somewhere in there. White people are in there at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then we'll get black people, or the people of color.
Yeah.
But we're learning it is a window into, wow, damn, dogs are second-class citizens when it comes to cops.
And it's a window into this guy what's his name? Dale Greenleaf. Because
this
it's
Pokemon
like,
trainer-ass name.
It's like, this is a special individual. Like, not only did he kill 2 dogs and has to live with that, but he's like, I ain't done yet. I'm suing your ass. And it's like a public thing. It's like, it's beyond like, okay, obviously a cop can be a psycho and obviously a cop can be a villain, but it's like, don't you have pride? Like, wouldn't you be embarrassed?
Yeah.
That one, you had to feel the need to shoot 2 Boston Terriers.
Not to constantly bring things back to the Drake and Kendrick beef, but
Feel free.
It is my source of like what I relate everything to.
How you make sense of this crazy world.
It's all via the Drake. That's my foundational text. But I learned people are crazy once Drake like lost the beef, then was like, I'm a sue. And then he lost the lawsuit. And then he was like, I'm still doing more. Like, once I'm like, oh, you should have stopped. Now you look stupid. You look crazy. You look like dumber. Like, so people do have that. They can pay. What you think might be a threshold of like, nah, people will cross that threshold. And be proudly stupid and proudly like,
people, are out here, they're unhealed, and they need enemies. They feel like they need enemies. Drake's a great example. Got a lot of enemies. It's like, do you, Drake?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
Yeah,
why do you have so many enemies?
You seem so sweet.
You seem like a nice guy.
Why are you always like, oh God, I hate that nigga?
You see, you had a great
why
childhood.
You always beefing with you? You seem like you seem like a normal like millennial guy.
Yes.
It's not like a gangster. Like a
So this is like if Drake was a police chief, got barely bitten by a couple dogs, and now is like enemies for life. For life. You're lucky that one dog survived, I'm suing your asses. And I don't care who knows. I don't care who knows that I beef with 2 Boston Terriers, and like I'm imagining like he was like reporting back. And he's like, how was your day, Chief? You look rough. He's like, 2 vicious dogs attacked me.
They bit me in my ass.
They're like, what kind of dogs? He's like, probably like mixed. It's hard to tell. They're like, mixed like pit bull. He's like, could be mixed with pit bull. Could be, it's hard to tell these days. But definitely a little Boston Terrier in there.
Listen,
but anyways, I'm suing. I'm suing is what I'm saying.
And I'm not saying Boston Terriers shouldn't be put down. I think every time I see one, I'm like, that is the abomination to reality.
I agree.
And look, any of those dogs with the eyes that look like boing, boing, like aliens and shit, like they can pop out at any moment. Get them out of here.
Yeah. The dogs that can't breathe, they shouldn't be here in the first place.
If it's happening.
If there's ever a sign from God about anything, it's that these dogs shouldn't exist. So me and Ashton, this is how you know we're objective here. We're not a couple of white girls on this podcast who are...
a dog died. No, that shit should not exist. But you should not be making it not exist. That's violent as hell.
Yeah, look, the dog does exist. Is it wrong the dog exists? Yes. But does that give you a right to hurt the dog? No.
No, not at all, brother.
Dogs got a hard life as it is.
Does it hurt me looking at the dog? Yes. Does that mean you should hurt it? No. All right? Come on now.
Yeah. And again, like, besides the fact that they're small, it's the fact that I just don't see them even being able to attack someone like strategically, being able to like.
They're not Rottweilers. They're not fucking.
They don't know what they're doing out there. They're not like pit bulls like MMA trained, So let's keep going with this story. The lawsuit alleges that Greenleaf is in continuous, constant, and extreme pain from the injuries he suffered in the incident. It also claims he no longer feels safe in his home after word about what happened got out, saying he's faced consistent, violent, and harmful threats to his home.
That should tell you everything you need to know about how people in the neighborhood actively view this incident. Like, no, I don't need no newspaper to tell me that nigga shot that dog.
Yeah,
and that's why he's
Boston Terrier.
Yeah, he's feeling the tension of when he goes outside because people know no matter what he says, it's like, you shot those dogs. You did not need to.
And he's like, y'all don't know the pain. Y'all don't know what I go through. Y'all don't know what the pain is like after you shoot 2 Boston Terriers and people react as if you shot 2 Boston Terriers.
It's the classic. I'm a victim. I victimized somebody, but I know how to get out of this. I'll be the victim. And,
no one knows what it's like to shoot 2 Boston Terriers.
You guys keep thinking about the pain the dead dog went through. What about my pain? Okay? What about how I feel? All right? It's like somebody shot me. It's like somebody shot my dogs.
The lawsuit is seeking a judgment against the dog owners in excess of $25,000.
Dude, what?
Plus associated costs. 13 Action News reached out to the dog owners. They didn't want to talk. Video caught on a neighbor's security camera shows the moments leading up to the shooting. Greenleaf was not on duty at the time. And so by the way, he's walking around with a gun ready to kill, by the way, just going on a walk off duty. That's how he relaxes. Texas, killing dogs on his own time, which really goes to show that this man was born to be a police officer, right? You do what you love. You don't got to work a day in your life. Killing dogs while he's off duty. Greenleaf was not on duty at the time and was walking around the neighborhood. According to a police report from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, Greenleaf said he was on his daily walk when the dogs charged at him. He told deputies one bit his ankle and one bit his groin. After shaking the dogs off, he said they charged again aggressively. That's when Greenleaf said he fired 2 rounds. Police looked at Greenleaf's injuries and did not find puncture marks, but found what appeared to be teeth abrasions on his stomach and right leg. Didn't even draw blood. Didn't even draw blood.
Groin?
His groin. They said there was no bite marks on his groin.
Pull your
They
dick
said
out.
stomach.
I want to see something. You see if there's any dog. No, those are dog bite marks. Baby, I swear, these are dog bite marks. A dog had to shoot 2 dogs and
He's suing for damages. He's psychological,
no, this dude
physical.
sucks ass, bro.
This dude's going to therapy because of 2 dogs that chased him, 2 Boston Terriers.
It's always the people, and we give these people right to murder other people and like weapons to kill. And this guy's the most flimsy, soft gelatin, just like he's like a queef. He's just like not strong constitution. And this guy's a fucking cop. He's like, dogs. That's okay. I hope when he's walking, he's just be walking down the street and he's just like, somebody following me? And he looks behind him and it's like 2 dogs. And they're just staring. He's like, all right, that's weird. And he keeps walking and he like turns back around. It's like 5 dogs. He just keeps staring. And just a pack of dogs chase this nigga.
And then he wakes up from his trauma nightmare. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. Covered in sweats.
Fucking.
And look, last thing I'll say, because I'm always going to mention this anytime we have one of these stories, is that I think one of the best tools we have to convert people to joining our side of, you could be liberal or you could be conservative and hate and understand there's a problem with policing in America, is that according to the DOJ, the Department of Justice, the police kill an estimated 10,000 dogs a year. Damn. Tell that to your conservative, tell that to your white people in your life.
Are they criminal dogs?
10,000 beautiful, innocent dogs. You know, the more your white auntie who's got the more people I meet, the more I love my dog sign on her living room. Tell her that. And that's the DOJ's estimate. Other estimates put it at up to 200,000.
Jesus.
It's a dog holocaust going on, and the people who are doing it are fucking cops.
Niggas fucking taking dogs out like fucking spotted lanternflies. That's fucking nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I saw that. But also, that's nuts. I didn't even know there was 200,000 dogs in America. There's
a lot of dogs.
We might have too many fucking dogs.
Maybe.
Maybe these. Okay, all right.
That's a story for a different podcast.
Too many dogs. All right. Let's go to a fucked up story as per usual. Tampa, Florida. It already sucks already. Just first 2 words.
Bad start, yeah.
Tampa, Florida, via CBS. 4 dead, 13 injured after Florida police chase ends with a suspect crashing into a popular LGBTQ bar. 4 people were killed and 13 were injured after a police chase in Tampa, Florida, early Saturday ended with the suspect crashing into a popular LGBTQ bar, police said. A video released by Tampa police Saturday afternoon showed a Florida Highway Patrol vehicle chasing the suspect's vehicle at a high speed on Interstate 275 around 12:40 a.m. Authorities said the Florida Highway Patrol started to pursue the driver, Silas Sampson, after law enforcement air patrol spotted the 22-year-old driving recklessly in the area. Police said the attempted and unsuccessful pit maneuver. Let me reread that. Police said they attempted an unsuccessful pit maneuver, a technique used by law enforcement to force fleeing vehicles to abruptly turn 180 degrees. The attempt can be seen in the helicopter footage released by Tampa police. Sampson continued to drive at high speed before crashing into Bradley's popular LGBTQ bar. A nearby surveillance camera also captured the moment of impact, the video showed. Yeah.
So, insane story, and insane shit like this is happening all the time. So
it's
I tried to look
that
it
this
up.
wasn't a massive news story.
Exactly.
That this wasn't like taking over the airways for at least 2 to 3 days.
4 people killed, 13 injured. over a police chase. Over what? What was the Tampa police risking and costing the lives of the citizens they're supposed to protect for? A 22-year-old driving recklessly. Sit in the irony of that. Not only is it a low-level issue to risk people's lives for, but the issue is reckless driving. How can you even pretend to care about reckless driving if this is how you're going about it?
You're talking about a society that's like murder is wrong. And to prove that, we're taking that murderer and we're going to murder him. We're murdering the murder. So we are all copacetic now. It's like we're a nation that the whole thing is hypocritical. Of course. I mean, obviously, yes, point out the hypocrisy and like the irony is the wrong word, but like the psychotic hypocrisy. It's like jarring.
And it's just like a cultural, like, even if it was a crime worse than reckless driving, these police chases, it's like Americana almost. Like cops, they go on chases. We've been watching it on TV. We've been watching it on movies. We love that. It's just what cops do. It's what they have to do. Bad guys will try to escape, but it's like, it's not. Why is that? Why do we have to quote unquote catch someone who is just driving away from the police by any means necessary? Like, people are dying. So I looked it up. I tried looking it up. Just like anything else with police. Yes. So just like anything else with the police, there's not a federal, there's no one's keeping up with it. No government agency. But the San Francisco Chronicle has attempted to do this. And they found from 2017 to 2022, so that is 5 years, at least 3,336 people were killed as a result of police pursuits. Around 500 of them, innocent bystanders, had nothing to do with what was going on. And 52,000 people were injured. So this is like complete carnage going on over what? Over, in this case, reckless driving. But even like, and this is a controversial thing, and like the people who are trying to like put an end to these absolutely ridiculous practices, they posit a pretty like understandable and logical thing. They basically just say, unless if someone is fleeing from the police, it's not worth it to risk people's lives in stopping and catching him, unless there's like a reason to believe that he is going to hurt someone, that they are going to hurt someone. Otherwise, guess what? Like we fucking talk about all the time on this podcast, the police have fucking cameras everywhere. ALPR cameras, FLOCK cameras are fucking everywhere. They also have GPS trackers. There's so many ways they can go about they have their license plate right there. They see the person's license plate. Like, there's so many ways to go about it besides letting a cop's ego kick in and be like, that motherfucker think he can get away from me? And then now people are dead. Bystanders are fucking dead.
Well, that's part of the selling on why even you take that away, you're taking 25% of the reason they can even recruit cops.
Yeah.
So, you like badass shit? Are you a man? You like police chases and fucking beating wives? Well, come on board. Like, that's like half the selling tool. So it's like you're you're gonna tell them that, but like that's the violent fantasy. Half these people live in get to act out their violent fantasies, and so this is part of their.
It's like the pit maneuver that's mentioned here. Like, you might hear a pit maneuver. Oh, what's that? What like sort of like technical skill could that be? Pit maneuver is Grand Theft Auto. That's what it is. A pit maneuver is when a car is driving fast, the cop pulls up behind him and just rams into the back half of their car to cause them to spin out.
Activate pit maneuver. They just smash. It's like it's some sort of fucking.
It's literally like their training might as well be GTA 4, because that is the way.
It sounds like some Fast and the Vicarious shit. I don't know, but this shit sounds like they're just treating the streets like it's fucking.
Yeah, but like you said,
they don't have to follow the laws at all. Once a high speed chase gets to go in, they get to push that fucking car to the test, and they get to be reckless. It's their turn to be as reckless as they want. So it's like,
you're right. It's like the police chases is part of it. It would be like taking guns away from cops. They would quit. They'd be like, this is the whole reason.
Tell me I can't chase him. I'm gonna chase him.
Yeah.
It's like.
But like you said, it's crazy that this is not like a huge national story.
The fact that I found this out through you is nuts. I didn't see this. I'm on Twitter. I'm on my phone all the day.
It's true.
And so the fact
It's true,
that,
folks.
I'm on it. Even while I'm on this podcast, I'm on my fucking.
Yeah, he is.
But
so
let's
next
move
story, we're moving back into more flock related news, and so I'll do my little brief synopsis on what Flock is. Flock, it's a recent thing. Flock is one company, and the recent phenomenon started around 2024, where the ALPR license plate reader cameras that police use, you'll see them on traffic lights. Since 2024, they have become everywhere, and Flock sort of transformed police's access to cameras by making it so that any camera can be a Flock camera. So that was sort of the other part of their what they're sort of quote unquote pioneered here, is that everyone has cameras outside, businesses, residences, and businesses, they can sign up for Flock. And now it's a giant network. That's what's new here. This giant network that police have access to, that's taking pictures of us driving constantly, so constantly that it basically is a video feed. Like, they can track the cars, and there's tons of problems with this because the police in one department have access to these cameras nationwide. ICE has been granted access to these from cops, and it's just led to a mountain of controversy, and it's brand new. We're in uncharted territory right now. That's why Flock keeps showing up in the news, because they're doing a hilariously bad job at dealing with all this controversy, as we're about to get into. So, first story, Seattle, Washington, reading here from King 5 News. Judge orders police to release surveillance camera data, raising privacy questions. Data collected by automated license plate readers used by police departments across Washington state must be made public. A judge in Skagit County ruled on Thursday. I know.
All right.
It's a decision that could have far-reaching. It just sounded like a slur or something, but it's not. I just want to explain to everyone that didn't really mean anything. What me and Ashton just did.
Vibe change.
It just sounded weird.
Woke is no more.
I didn't like how I pronounced it.
You did say Skagit.
I didn't know how to say it. I'm like, I wish I would have said it a different way. Anyways, it's a decision that could have far-reaching implications for law enforcement surveillance practices. Judge Elizabeth Yost Needswisky of Skagit County Superior Court. I promise I'm not racist. Ruled images captured by Flock brand cameras qualified as public records subject to the state's Public Records Act, siding with a tattoo artist who had sought access to the data from multiple police agencies. So this tattoo artist, he's just a citizen. This is kind of an inspiring guy.
Yeah,
he was like, this is, like we all are, kind of like, hey, it's fucked up. We're all being videotaped now constantly, and the cops have access to all of it. We know Fourth Amendment just no longer applies across the board. That's what's happened now. And so he sought access to this, and the judge ruled on his side. So it's a little bit of good news here. The ruling came after the cities of Sedro-Woolley and Stanwood sued Jose Rodriguez in civil court to block his records request. So the city sued him for requesting these records. Both cities have since turned off their Flock camera system.
Damn, damn, that sounds guilty as fuck. What were y'all? What?
Well, it's like they're trying to. It seems like they're being ordered to do this, do that, turn over all this data, and so they're just like,
fuck it.
We're just turning it off.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you feel safe now?
Yeah. What?
How does it feel now, not being surveilled all the time? I bet you miss it, don't you?
How useful was it?
Yeah.
If you just all right, we'll turn it off.
Yeah.
You just turn off your massive surveillance program, just like that. Yeah. We'll turn it off.
Rather than turn over their data. I mean, you're right.
That's crazy.
You're right. I get what you're saying now. Yeah, it is suspicious that they were like, we'll turn it off.
Yeah, we don't know. Don't look over here. Just be quiet. It's like they almost be like, it's almost like if we just shut this one up, they won't look in the other cities who are using this program. What if I don't know what I'm like.
We don't know. Like, we don't
as fuck.
We don't know the justification behind their
I'm
decision.
I'm happy that it's turned off.
Yes,
but it's like one of those like good. Wait,
yeah,
good. Is it good? I'm worried. Well, why did you turn it off so quick? I just asked. And yeah, we turned it off.
It might be that. It might just be like, yeah, we're turning it off. Totally.
Wink, wink.
They're off, guys.
Why is the red light on?
No need to take them down. Oh, we're all just gonna take them down. Just leave them up. Who cares?
That is.
Could be that.
That would fuck me up if I'm like, this is probably gonna be a long fight. I'm fighting the man. I'm fighting the machine. I'm gonna. They turned it off. I can go home. Oh
yeah.
Shit.
You're like, wait, the red light is still on.
Nigga,
they're like, it's always on, y'all.
I raged against the machine. I won in about 15 minutes, I guess. It was really quick, really easy battle. I just asked. Honestly, have we asked for them to stop mass surveilling it? Can you stop? Nah, since you
oh, yeah.
Yeah, since you.
Yeah.
We're done.
But as far as we know, they're turning off their cameras in these 2 towns in Washington because the judge ordered them to turn over their data.
Yeah, and also they're launching a giant satellite in the sky that's going to just spy directly.
Yeah.
They're launching a man in the sky, and he's going to be looking at everybody from up top. There's a nigga on the 3rd Street. Just a floating nigga in space.
Yes.
Surveilling.
They're putting tracking devices on all of our ears like we're deer, and they're trying to monitor our population. That's the next step. Attorneys for the city said they would evaluate the decision before determining their next step. Meanwhile, flock cameras in both Sager-Woolley and Stanwood remain deactivated.
Nice.
So, next story involving Flock. We're going to 404 Media.
Favorite, one of the fucking staple of the podcast.
Yeah, shout out 404 Media.
Flock logins exposed in malware infections.
Malware.
Okay, fucking tomato ass nigga.
If no one says malware. I'm sorry.
Clearly.
I'm sorry to inform you.
How do you say bad
in
Spanish?
Malo. Right, Mal?
Mal. So that's why.
Okay. Well.
This is English. I get it.
Yes.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Sorry. Flock's logins exposed in malware infections. Senator asked FTC to investigate the company. Lawmakers have called on the Federal Trade Commission to investigate Flock for allegedly violating federal law by not enforcing multi-factor authentication, according to a letter shared with 404 Media. That's insane because we have 2-factor authentication on my Hinge app, nigga. You can't just talk to my hoes freely, nigga. Nigga, you need 2 passwords. But, the demand comes as a security researcher found Flock accounts for sale on a Russian cybercrime forum. And 404 Media found multiple instances of Flock-related credentials for government users in InfoStealer infections. So, Joffrey, can you explain that out to the layman's people?
Well, look, it seems like that there are these websites, online that are doing illegal stuff where they provide information that's been illegally obtained.
The dark web.
Yeah, that type of stuff. And so on it, they found that there are basically Flock passwords. So you can log on as if you are a cop working at one of these police departments, and you can have access to this giant new mass surveillance network all across America.
Hey, come on, get you a liver, a gun with the serial number scraped off, and surveil your fellow citizen. Come on. It's the dark web.
Yeah.
It's 2 times funner than the regular internet.
Get you a wife, get you some drugs, get you Sauron's eye. You can do all of it.
Thanks to this is just a really good ad for the dark web. That's all this is. You get you can literally get the Flock surveillance, the mass surveillance system that cops are using to watch you right now and throw your ass in jail. You can have access to that right now. That should be jarring to anybody listening. That is psychotic.
Or it could be an opportunity. It could be you too could be a part of Big Brother.
We can watch the cops. Actually, and also a good alibi. Like thanks to the mass surveillance system, I'm able to have an alibi for when the cops inevitably accuse me of a crime I did not do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll keep reading. Flock-related credentials of, Flock's failure to natively support and require phishing-resistant multi-factor authentication means that if hackers or foreign spies steal, phish, or otherwise learn a law enforcement officer's Flock password, they can gain access to law enforcement-only areas of Flock website and search the billions of photos of American license plates collected by taxpayer-funded cameras across the country. Senator Ron Wyden and Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy wrote in the letter addressed to Andrew N. Ferguson, the chairman of the FTC. That is...
I mean, it's like you said, like, it's insane that my Gmail account has more security than Big Brother.
Now, and also, the only thing we've been covering with these Flock stories is the police, the people who are supposed to be ordained and deputized to use this program responsibly. We've only been on this podcast talking about how they use it to stalk their girlfriends or fuck with just stalk people. They use it to harass
track a woman who got an abortion across state lines.
These are the ones we deputize, we quote unquote trust with the information. Now that information is out to the criminal element, however the actual underground criminal element. People who are actually supposed to be unsavory. People we know to be unsavory.
Because we forgot our state, the state that we live under is evil. We remembered that, but we also forgot they're incompetent. Multiple reasons not to trust a state with having this level of access, this level of surveillance.
And truly stupid it's stupid villainy. It's like
I mean, this Flock guy is a moron. Like he's constantly facing scrutiny by the media and is constantly just doing a terrible job at it.
One Flock guy?
There's the guy, the Flock guy, and he sucks. And he cannot act innocent at all. He's very bad at it. And you can't even provide two-factor authentication for your fucking Big Brother technology, bro. Like, this is pathetic.
I gotta look up the CEO. I can't believe I haven't looked up the CEO of this.
You got to.
Yeah.
As we get more intimate with Flock through this podcast, I'm sure we'll have him on one day. I'm sure we will. So
Garrett Langley.
Oh
my God!
No, Ashton.
No.
Remember, we're not.
I know.
No.
I just can't help that I Googled it.
You're doing it right now. Right. I have to talk to the audience because this is what Ashton does. He just goes on his phone. Literally, we discussed it earlier. He goes on the phone during the podcast.
I can't fucking Google what this guy looks like. You can Google what Garrett.
Yes, you could tell the audience that, but when you're going, oh shit, they're not there with you. This is an audio format, and guess what? The video, we could ask Ashley to throw or Andrea to throw his picture up, but we can't have content with just your face being like, yo.
Sorry, I fucking reacted in real time. I can't. Oh my God. It was just supposed to be for me, but then damn, he looked how he looked, and I couldn't.
Sure, yes.
I could not contain the element of how
I get that it was for you. I'm not disputing that.
All right, we can move on.
Moving on.
Flock CEO.
Yeah. Massachusetts is where we're heading next. Reading from Boston 25 News. GPS kill switch allows MSP, I'm guessing Massachusetts State Police cruisers, to go dark and disable tracking. So here we got police skirting us tracking them for the sake of accountability. The Massachusetts State Police spends nearly $70,000 a month on a sophisticated GPS tracking system designed to enhance accountability and public safety. But 25 Investigates discovered a loophole. Hundreds of cruisers are equipped with a kill switch that allows the tracking to be disabled. Here's a button that just says, never mind. Investigative reporter Ted Daniel learned about the feature while reviewing disciplinary records about former state police detective Michael Proctor, if that name sounds familiar for you, who was fired for conduct revealed in Karen Reed's first murder trial. Hilarious. This is the guy who was talking about her pictures of her on her phone that he had because he was a detective, who was saying misogynistic shit about her to such an extent he got removed from his own case. And now this guy is caught up in the kill switch controversy as well.
This dude spends more time in like courts than the actual criminals.
Yeah.
This dude, how are you a cop with
He's
more?
got to be friends with all the people that he's pressed charges
Dude,
on at this point.
You and the criminals the same. Y'all doing the same exact. Your week and they week are kind of similar.
Yeah. This is not what a revolving door is supposed to be in these situations.
You're the only person who has to take off work just to show up to work. Like, I gotta actually. I can't come in tomorrow because I gotta come in tomorrow for another reason.
Yeah. No, I'll be at the courthouse.
I'll be here.
I will be there,
but just not in an employed fashion.
Don't ask
I'll
me
be
any
defending
questions.
myself this time.
I'll be off the clock. Proctor was being investigated for an overtime shift where, so hilarious. In real, he wouldn't be saying, I'm off the clock. They'd be like, wait, well, you're on the clock. Again, we're giving these people too much credit.
Much credit.
Even in our imaginations, they are worse.
I'm stealing.
We literally can't imagine how corrupt these people are.
He's clearly going to court off the clock. No.
Wrong. How could we be so naive, Ashton, after all this?
That's fucking great.
Proctor was being investigated for an overtime shift where he and Canton Police Detective Kevin Albert stated they traveled to Cape Cod to work a cold case. Hilarious. We're working on a cold case. Leave us alone.
It's so cold. Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Frigid.
Yeah. We're on hour 47 of our cold case. Please leave us alone. Documents from state police and Canton police show the two stopped for beers at Treehouse Brewery in Sandwich before having dinner and more drinks in Hanover on the way home.
Hey, nobody said nothing about a couple of cold cases of beer.
There you go. There you go. The following day, Albert texted Proctor a picture of 2 alcoholic drinks with a message, "It's bad. I was hungover for sure today."
Fuck.
Oh my God. They're just constantly sending signed confessions to each other. Proctor got in trouble for this during the Karen Reed case. They were reading his texts out loud there. Now they're going to be reading his texts out loud in this trial.
Turns out I'm guilty of a crime. Want to know what? Yes.
Can a man text his crimes without having them be read in public during a hearing?
That is incredible. It makes me feel so much better because I just used to think, I was like, man, rappers got to stop. Rappers got to stop snitching on themselves. Mm-hmm. That's all they do. But you know what? It's everybody. Yeah. Everybody inherently at some point just snitches on themselves. It's just like I don't know. It's like a force in like their body when you do a crime.
Yeah.
It's literally the fucking book Crime and Punishment. What's the Russian dude?
Dostoevsky?
Yeah, how it literally the whole point is he committed the crime, and the rest of the book he's just snitching on himself in different the guilt, the weight, it just comes out. It's literally
Although we're probably giving them too much credit with the guilt thing. I think they're probably just fucking morons. Because how could you be so intimately a part of the surveillance state and know how everything is being tracked, everything's being monitored, and the moment you log out, you're like, all right, I'm off the clock, time to log on to childpornography.com. Hopefully it's time to relax after a hard day's work.
That's not a website.
The state police began installing. Wait, is this where I'm at? No, sorry. Let me go back. Albert contends the text was a joke. Hilarious. Just a random joke. We got a real random sense of humor. Random. Texted you I was hungover.
It's
random.
Called art. Ever heard of it?
25 Investigates filed a public records request for Proctor's GPS records from that day. The data shows Proctor's unmarked cruiser drove a total of 8 seconds and never left his hometown in Canton. They're very suspicious. The rest of his travels were never recorded because Proctor's tracking device had been shut off. The state police began installing automated vehicle locator technology, all these fucking acronyms, in all the vehicles in 2019, costing an initial $225,000. Then Colonel Christopher Mason touted the system as a key accountability tool following a major overtime fraud scandal in 2018.
It's all from one guy. Fire him.
There's no way it's all one guy.
I mean,
but
how
yeah,
much-
this guy's MVP. We'll just put it that way.
225. How much? Oh no, that's the never
That's the
mind.
AVL, right? A state police spokesperson states the AVL system was implemented to enhance accountability, blah, 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 blah. However, a small number of vehicles, mostly unmarked cruisers assigned to investigative functions, are also equipped with a second physical device or switch that allows the operator to temporarily disable the AVL. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, it's the same thing as when people are on house arrest. They could press the button when they're not on house arrest anymore. You know, it's just like that. Just how accountability works for all of us, where we all, whenever we're being held accountable, we have the accountability off button that we can all press whenever we need a break from accountability.
Yeah, I just wonder if the police chief, when he sees they turn off their tracking devices and then they come in, like, where have you been? I don't know. Let me smell your dick. Let me smell your dick, Chief. No. Let me smell you.
We've definitely talked about some police chiefs in this podcast where I could imagine that actually happening. Yes.
It has nothing to do with the case. Let me just smell your dick. That's kind of my thing.
All right, let's move on. The article keeps going, but we got to keep it moving.
We're going to Dearborn, Michigan via AP News. Apparently Dearborn, that's where all the Muslim takeover is, according to every right-wing friend.
According to your friends, yeah. According to Ashton's
If
boys.
you're in my DMs right now, you're really concerned about Dearborn, Michigan. Via AP News, Michigan lawyers say a Halloween terror plot that FBI Director Kash Patel described never existed. A Michigan defense lawyer is disputing FBI Director Kash Patel's allegations that his 20-year-old client and 4 other young suspects were planning to carry out a terror attack on Halloween weekend.
So real quick to interject, you might have seen the news on this, might have not, but yeah, apparently on Halloween, the FBI foiled a Muslim terror plot that was being planned. So this is about that.
Meanwhile, the Epstein list, still a mystery to him. He's like, everything looks good here. Wait, 4 kids with toilet paper? That's what they, But announcing their arrest on Friday, Patel said more information would be coming soon. However, the FBI and Michigan authorities have offered few details about the case. Spokespersons for the state and national FBI and the U.S. Attorney in Detroit did not immediately respond to messages Saturday. The investigation involved discussion in an online chat room involving at least some of the suspects who were taken into custody. According to 2 people briefed on the investigation who could not publicly discuss details, they spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. Anyway.
Anonymity.
The group allegedly discussed carrying out an attack around Halloween, referring to Pumpkin Day, according to one of the people. That sounds vicious. Pumpkin Day? What the fuck? The other person briefed on the investigation confirmed that there had been a pumpkin reference.
Okay.
However,
confirmed the pumpkin reference.
Lawyer Amir Makled, who represents a man from the suburb of Dearborn who was still detained on Saturday, said federal authorities haven't given him many details about the investigation. But after reviewing the matter, he concluded that no terror plot event was planned. He said he doesn't expect any charges will be filed. Kash Patel, this is just another example of Kash Patel not having, the nigga don't know what he's doing. We have a administration and cabinet of people who aren't literal podcasters. He was a podcaster, and now he's the head of the FBI. His whole job.
That's very inspiring for us.
Yeah, we can be in that. It's not good.
We should do CIA, bro. That's where we should go,
bro. If
I wanna take on the Soviets,
the head of the FBI.
Ruskies.
What would I use my power for? Kash Patel uses his power.
We know what he does. He takes his girlfriend
to fucking
takes his girlfriend to Texas Roadhouse via $60 million private jet,
so she can perform 10 minutes before the Chuck E. Cheese band comes on. She's like. Insane level of operations that's going on with our government. It's just so unserious. Yeah. It's like actual. He's going after. He's such a what's the word? He's 3 years old. His viewpoint of real crime is happening.
Yeah,
I have yet to feel like this man has tackled real crime. And matter of fact, when real crime had it, he had it handed to him in a silver platter, the fucking Epstein list.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't do nothing. Turns out everybody on this was good. They're all good people, turns out. So nothing to see here. But you know what we should do? Fucking Muslims.
Yeah.
It's brown guys. They're something up to something.
I'll say this, like, in this particular way, Kash Patel is being a very normal FBI director. So the last line here, like, the conclusion that no terror event was actually planned. And so this is a narrative about the FBI that I wish more people knew. That since 9/11, many, and it's hard to find the exact number, but an extremely high number, the majority of foiled, quote unquote, foiled terror plots that the FBI was like, don't worry, everyone, we figured it out. Those plots were pretty much created by the FBI. And this is what they'll do. They'll find people online that are expressing radical views. So at this point, it's just a thought, right? But they will send in the undercovers, and those undercovers, they will provide the ideas. They will provide the plan. They will provide the weapons. There have been multiple, not just one, multiple mentally, intellectually challenged teenagers that the FBI have entrapped into these plots. One of them, Hamza Mashkour, he's the most famous one, still locked up, I'm pretty sure, where he was reached out to by undercover FBI agents when he was 16 years old. He was autistic. But when he turned 18, they arrested him, threw him in prison. He was pressured by these undercovers to create a plan. He had no intention of doing a plan on his own. So that's why this immediately rang bells when I saw any article pointing out that actually there was no plot planned whatsoever. It was just, so far all we know was that it was a teenager who was online expressing radical views, and then some other article talked about that him and his friends were like going to the gun range. Well, guess what? I know people hate to hear this, but Muslims are also allowed to go to the gun range. So it seems that it's too early to really make a judgment, but I'm seeing the fucking writing on the walls. That's what I think I'm seeing, is the same shit of the FBI creating these plans just so they could justify their existence, just so they could come in and see, look, our budget is worth it. We foiled yet another terror plot that we created.
It makes them look like they're schizophrenic and in a fever dream.
Oh yeah,
because they see crime where no one else. Where you see 4 little boys having a Halloween, I see 4 criminals looking to get locked up for the evening. All right?
Yeah.
But also, if you don't believe that they'll do this, you absolutely believe. The people who don't believe that they'll set up little brown boys in an FBI plot. What about when Governor Gretchen Whitmer at the FBI literally? Yes, the dudes were trying to kidnap the whole kidnapping plot.
Dude, that you're correct. That quote unquote right wing terror plot of all those people involved in that group chat, the majority of them were FBI agents. It was the fucking Spider-Man meme of a majority, over 50% of the actors planning that plot were fucking FBI agents. They didn't even know each other were fucking FBI agents, from what I remember.
Just, what's it called? Honeypotting each other?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's the correct word. I think honeypot is like when you...
It's when you send a sexy lady.
Okay. I think that's a form of honeypotting. I thought honeypotting is like just a type of... Never mind. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yes.
I like the riff that, whether it was intentional or unintentional, of 2 FBI agents honeypotting each other. That is hilarious. Whether you meant it or not, that was a fantastic riff.
Well, I wish I knew what words meant, but should we move on?
So yeah, we'll move on. So yeah, just to put a bow on that. It's very early in this alleged terror plot, but it's already sounding a little familiar from what we've seen the FBI do before. But now we're heading to Bryan County, Florida. Reading here from WTOC: Woman sues Bryan County Sheriff's Office over false heroin charge.
Sorry.
A Florida woman has filed a federal lawsuit against the Bryan County Sheriff's Office, claiming she was wrongfully charged with drug trafficking when deputies mistook instant coffee for heroin during a 2022 traffic stop.
You know what I say? Best part of waking up
is heroin in your
gut.
gut.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, brother.
That just must be our telepathic connection of comedy.
Grade A riffing.
How did I know to say that? That's why we're a great
it's
comedic
like we've been
duo.
Friends for years.
Yeah, dude.
You read my mind. You read my mind.
And
I'm gonna not talk for the rest of the podcast after
why?
that. I've gotten off what I needed.
That's all you needed? Yeah. Yeah. We tested our heroin, some of the strongest heroin we've ever done. I took one hit of that. I finished all the paperwork that I needed to catch up on.
Normally I go to sleep when I do heroin.
This heroin was so strong, I was filing my taxes early.
I was nodding over and waking.
So the lawsuit filed. Let me back up 1 second. Leslie Canales was driving on I-95 through Bryan County on December 11, 2022, when she was pulled over for speeding and failed to maintain her lane. Deputies found a bag of coffee in her car during the stop. The lawsuit filed against Bryan County Sheriff's Office Sheriff Mark Crow and several deputies claims that despite Canales telling officers the substance was coffee, deputies field tested it and received positive results for heroin. Canales was arrested on 8 charges, including drug trafficking, despite what the lawsuit says was the absence of any heroin use paraphernalia. And this also touches on a huge problem with policing that is not talked about enough, which is specifically these drug testing field kits. They are horrible. The numbers are insane. Like, the better numbers is that they give 50% false positives, coin flip. But some of these, when they test some of these brands of these kits, they're giving 90% false positives, and they're still out here using them.
Just throw them away. Yeah, what the fuck?
You would think if you really cared about executing the law properly, if something was giving you that much of an error rate, you would stop using it, right? You would think that. 90%. So we have another case of this here. When and again, how could you possibly fuck the field test? It's coffee, my man. It's coffee. You're supposed to be an expert on the law. You should know what heroin is, and you damn sure should know what coffee is. I mean, this is ludicrous, to say the least.
That black tar coffee.
Exactly.
Black tar Colombian roast.
Yeah. After her arrest, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation lab tested the substance and found it, quote, contained no controlled substances, according to the lawsuit. The lawsuit says despite deputies being aware of the lab results, the heroin charges were not dropped. So this really goes into like the mentality of policing. Not only are they keeping these drug field tests that they know don't work, when the lab comes back, an actual scientific lab tells them it's not heroin, they still don't fucking drop the charges. This is what policing is to a lot of these people. Canales spent over a month in the Bryan County jail until her bond on the drug trafficking charge was reduced and she could pay it.
Damn.
The lawsuit alleges the drug charge wasn't dismissed until an assistant district attorney on the Atlantic Judicial Circuit viewed the GBI lab report with Canales over a year and a half later in 2024.
Oh my God. And these cops have just gone on about their lives.
Yes.
Just ruined this woman's fucking year.
Black woman.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Fucking, that's crazy that something that's so obvious can ruin someone's life or take.
I mean, yeah, it's like a lot of this police shit is like it's Kafka-esque. It's like I'm just driving home from work one day and all of a sudden, because I have instant coffee in my car, now I'm in jail charged with drug trafficking.
I've never done heroin or really even seen it in real life. I'm like, what the fuck does heroin look like?
There's just no way. I mean,
what the fuck?
coffee,
Does she have a spoon?
Coffee is such an obvious thing too. Like it has such a distinct smell, It's completely ubiquitous. Everyone knows what coffee is. It's in a bag that says instant coffee. I mean, just the mentality to even take the instant coffee bag and put it and test it.
Literal, like I don't even know, like delusional psychopaths. All like I can't even process why they would do some shit like that.
Yeah.
This lady's year and a half of her life gone away because you confused. Not even confused. I'm quite certain I feel like they knew it was coffee.
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't want to mention a legendary policing story that is similar to this from back in 2014. Y'all could look it up. There was a lady, I believe also in Florida, who was arrested for methamphetamine when cops found a spoon in her car that had SpaghettiO residue on it. SpaghettiOs, folks. That's what we're talking about here.
What do they think drugs are?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's okay.
That's the dare officer coming to your school. Drugs could be anything. Drugs could be SpaghettiOs. Kids are all confused. That's right. SpaghettiOs will kill you, and if it doesn't, I will.
I'll be there to finish the job.
Yeah.
But we're gonna round out the episode in Louisville, Kentucky. Was Kentucky the state that thought they could vote for Mamdani? Did you see?
I did not.
Oh, there was a state that got mad because a bunch of people, when all the New York elections were so big and popular that people were showing up in other states to vote, and they're like, "Why can't we vote?" And they're like, "Because it's not our election time." They're
Yeah.
Like,
You're not allowed to vote for the New York mayorship, and frankly, you really shouldn't be allowed to vote for anyone.
I think that should
because
disqualify.
this is actually terrifying. I'm scared for our nation.
You clearly don't know how the government works. Why would you want to add your 2 cents to this?
Can I just write on my ballot that I don't like Muslims?
Well, I'm putting
Am I
Hitler
allowed to do that?
I'm writing
Yes.
the name Hitler somewhere, and no one's stopping me.
You
okay?
can write something Islamophobic on your ballot.
Can I put the word Hitler in this Kleenex box? It's empty. I feel better. There you go. But we're going to Louisville, Kentucky. We're the home of the Sluggers, all right, via WAVE3. Settlement reached in lawsuit filed by Breonna Taylor's neighbors against former LMPD officer. A settlement has been reached in a civil lawsuit filed against former Louisville police officer Brett Hankinson in the aftermath of Breonna Taylor's shooting death. Cody Etherton and Chelsea Naper filed a total of 4 lawsuits in connection to the raid, demanding $12 million in damages. 3 of Hankinson's bullets traveled through a shared wall into the couple's apartment during the raid that ended in Taylor's death. 1 bullet entered the room where the couple's then 5-year-old slept.
Damn.
That's crazy. A jury found Hankinson not guilty of wanton endangerment for the bullets that entered Etherton and Naper's apartment. The couple's civil lawsuit followed in response. A newly released court filing revealed that those cases filed on behalf of the family were all settled outside of court. The U.S. District Attorney or the U.S. District Court order allows part of the settlement money to go towards the minor plaintiffs, the children, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
The court recognized their approval isn't necessary for the amount they would be receiving, but confirmed that these claims against Hankinson have been resolved. It is not clear how much money Etherton and Naper will receive, but the filing says 2 of their children received settlements under $25,000.
So they settled outside. They didn't get the $12 million they were asking for. A jury sided against them and said it was not wanton endangerment when these cops were just
blasting,
unloading, bullets were flying into their baby child's bedroom.
My question is, what is wanton endangerment if
it's not that?
Shooting into someone's home recklessly and going through neighbors. You were like the bad guys at that point. You were like the quote unquote.
The bad guy apparently was Breonna Taylor's boyfriend, who started shooting once a no-knock raid. People were busting into his apartment. He reacted like how many white Southern men would be proud to react in that situation. And then that was his fault that cops just started just eyes closed, tears streaming like everywhere they could,
but the split
all
second,
over the apartment complex.
The excuse to have the split second, my life was in danger, it never works if you're on the other end of cop violence.
Yeah, and the Breonna Taylor, I mean, it was a tragedy on top of a tragedy because there was not even a murder charge in all of the saga of Breonna Taylor, there was not even a charge for murder that happened in that. The resulting of Breonna Taylor's death, who, if y'all remember, had absolutely nothing to do with any. The whole warrant was fucked up in the first place. That was a big part of it. They were falsifying the warrant in the first place, but that falsified warrant was not for Breonna Taylor in the first place either. She ends up being shot to death. Not even a charge, not even a formal accusation of murder on the police. And this is more of that fallout where a jury could not even convict these cops of wanton endangerment when they're firing bullets into a little child's bedroom of a neighboring apartment unit. So
I don't even know how you come to the conclusion. The kids can get money. The adults, man, y'all act like y'all ain't never had bullets in your house before. It's like, how are we splitting hairs here? Why are kids getting settlements? Yes, the kids should get money too. Everybody who had to deal with the trauma of this should receive all the money they can get. But I just don't understand the jury's decision here, especially when such a high-profile case. You would just assume everybody's like, yeah, let's just.
No. Yeah. I mean, it was Louisville being Louisville, and it's like what came of Breonna Taylor, the DOJ, like years later was like, all right, here's some new requirements, new guidelines, whatever it's called. It's escaping me the actual term where they'll come in and make a department have to abide by new guidelines, and it's like, okay, one department now has some new rules they have to follow. And just very recently, our first episode of this podcast, we covered another man neighboring Louisville, a different police department right next door to Louisville, where they busted into, this time, the complete wrong address and killed a man defending himself there. And so I believe Doug Harless, I believe, was his name. And I mean, based on the results of Breonna Taylor, it's hard to be optimistic that there will be any accountability there as well. Yeah. So that's our episode. Thanks for listening, and
catch us on the Patreon.
Join us on the Patreon. Have a good day.
Peace.